That looks great. That's a fantastic collar. I think wardrobe's an important part of King Kong because we are telling a period story, so the sets and the costumes are what take you into that world.
Most research for this started with the original film, so we wanted to keep it true to that 30s style of filmmaking, and it sort of embraced so many areas that the original hasn't, like, vaudeville, burlesque, and it tries to show the very dark side of New York that you see.
Basically, the process starts by Terry gives us a design and we do a pattern. We make up a toile, which is a mock-up in a plain fabric, and we get that as close as possible and do any alterations, and then we cut it out in the real fabric and machining and hand sewing and all sorts of things, and we've finished the end.
There's this dress that has caused a lot of drama. We had a scene a long time ago that had this dress in it called the locket scene. We all loved this dress, but the scene went. So we've rewritten a new scene for this dress, done in gold.
It's beautiful fabric. Silk gauze.
And it's a good moment for her because she's got to look overdressed and fluffy, and I think we're going down the fluffy road here.
I say, what a lovely dress.
Oh, this old thing. I just threw it on.
In previous scenes like the New York streets, we hired a lot of costumes from Australia, England and LA. It was just really the vast quantities of period that we needed there that we couldn't possibly have manufactured.
Yeah, we dressed about 3,000 people. I reckon we've easily made 1,500 costumes.
We're going for gold here, guys. We want it to look gorgeous.
And act.
It'd be really nice to use original worn-out clothes on, say, the sailors. But just the nature of the beast is that each of those sailors has to get wet, bloodied, muddied, so they can't just have one costume. They have to have multiples of that costume. So the only way we can do that is to make them new and then put them through a process that takes them to a stage where they look like these guys have lived in them for the past 5 years.
This is the breakdown area, and these are Jack Driscoll's shirts. And so basically they all have to be done the same. In this case, it's a lot of raw umber paint and then this kind of artificial mud that you've got here.
And of course it all has to be permanent dirt because they can't wear them for 6 months without having them laundered. So it all has to be permanent so they can be washed and they come out of the washing machine looking as bad as they went in. They just smell a lot better.
Peter, come on down. We'll take you down for the fitting.
Today we did fittings for the Artie Theatre. It's actually where Jack Driscoll's written a play, and we're going for a slightly quirkier 30s look. The men are just really in pinstripe suits and sort of outrageous ties, but the ladies have been really interesting today because we've done some pretty interesting designs on them. Strong, tailored silhouettes with really geometric hats. So it's quite an interesting thing for the ladies. You look sensational.
I feel it.
Great.
Fantastic.
The costumes are very important to get the feel of the period right, and also where you are in terms of how rich people are or how poor people are. It gives you those senses. So wardrobe's an important part of every movie, but particularly in King Kong, and it looks amazing, so it's been a really enjoyable one as well.